Brad, go.
Okay. So, good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is George Murison, and this is my senior presentation for the class of 2025. And so, my senior presentation is going to cover the three topics: who am I, how did I get here, and where am I going? And then, in addition, at the end, I'm going to talk about my 2 job shadows that I did. And so, the first section, of course, is who am I? So my name is George Vernon Murison. I was born in January 5th, 2007 in the Wenatchee Hospital, and I've lived in Mansfield ever since. I started preschool in 2012 here at Mansfield School, and then in 2019 I started middle school also here at Mansfield, and then 2021 I continued my education by starting high school, and then June 7th I'm going to graduate from Mansfield High School in the class of 2025. And so my mission statement it revolves around 3 core values. Those 3 core values are determination, dependability, and the spirit of giving back. And so my mission statement is to embody determination, dependability, and the spirit of giving back in all aspects of life and career. Through hard work and commitment, I strive to support my family and community, uphold my responsibilities, and contribute positively to the success of those around me. And so I guess I should mention too, for the judges here, you guys all have brochures, and so there's some information in those, just more pictures and just a little bit more detailed information about some of the slides I'm going over. Not all the information on the slideshow will be in there, and not all the information in there will be on the slideshow, but that's just going to be a supporting item. And so next up is my family. My parents are Brad and Nikki Murison. My siblings are my older brother Braden and my twin brother Max, and my grandparents on my mom's side are Ray and Etta Loquist. My grandparents on my dad's side are Don and Cheryl Murison. And so those are some pictures of us at different events throughout high school. For friends, I have made a lot of friends over the years through sports and also just through school. Some of my friends include Max, Braden, Haley, Armando, Mitchell, Angel, and Aiden, and Adon. Aiden and Adon. Like I said, I've met a lot of these friends through sports, and so that's become like some of my closest relationships throughout high school. For likes and dislikes, for my likes, I enjoy fall and cool weather. I enjoy eating good food. I enjoy spending time with my family and friends. And for dislikes, I dislike unmotivated people, and I kind of similar to that. Well, not quite, but I also dislike forgetting things, because there's nothing, no feeling that's really worse than when there's something that was really important to you and you just completely blanked it. And then, like Angel said, I also dislike mosquitoes. And if you've been outside lately, you can see why. Interests and hobbies. Some of my main interests and hobbies include agriculture and farming. I also enjoy power sports, which are dirt biking and snowmobiling. I enjoy camping and hunting, and I also enjoy sports and just being active in general. For the next section, how did I get here? So this is my transcript. For those of you with the brochure, there's a transcript inside, and it's pretty hard to read, but I think you can get some information off of it. The main sections are the 2 sections I circled in red. Those are just the grade columns. They correspond to all the classes listed. And then also the section at the end, which explains my GPA throughout the years. To sum it up, my GPA is a 3.78 cumulative, and I'm pretty proud of that. It took a lot of hard work to maintain decent grades throughout high school, and so I'm proud of my GPA. Impactful courses. So I've taken several impactful courses throughout high school. Some of the most challenging courses I've taken have been my college English classes, and those are English 101, English 201, Humanities 101, and then also English 203. And so I've taken those over the past 2 years. I'm lucky to have had the opportunity to be enrolled in college courses through Mr. Lemkin through Wenatchee Valley College. And so although those courses were challenging for me, I'm really happy that I took them, and I think they're going to give me a little bit of head start towards college. And then some of the rewarding classes I've taken, and my favorite classes, are plant and soil science, egg shop 1, 2, and 3, and then additionally yearbook. Like Eva said, I think it was kind of meaningful to have something that you can kind of create and take away at the end of the year and kind of leave your mark, and that I feel like we accomplished that in the yearbook class. And so next are my test scores. I've tested proficiently in all areas. So starting with SBAC, my SBAC scores are for English 2718, which is a level 4, and math 2686, which is a level 3. And so I'm proud of those test scores. Those are kind of above the standard level, so I'm proud of that. And then for ASVAB, my AFQT score is a 93, and I'm also proud of that because that's just an accomplishment. ASVAB tests you on technical knowledge, and so I think that was kind of important to me to get a high score on that. And then finally, my SAT, my total combined score was a 1280, and to make that up, they just added together is reading, writing 710, and math 570. Extracurricular activities. So throughout high school, I've been involved in several organizations and activities. I have served as an officer in several organizations like FFA, Mansfield Critters and Kids 4-H, and ASB Student Council. Additionally, I've played football for 4 years, basketball for 4 years, and baseball for 1 year. So my extracurricular activities really shaped me, and I think I learned a lot from the time I've spent around meeting new people, learning how to be a leader, and then through sports, just having to challenge myself physically and overcome different obstacles. So I'm going to talk about awards next, and those are split into 2 sections, academic and athletic awards. And so firstly, academic awards. I'm proud to have been awarded the Badger Mountain Lodge Junior Achievement Award last year. I've also held honorable status all throughout high school, and then I've also received the NUIA Certificate of Excellence in Math, Science, and English. Sports awards. So I've also received quite a few sports awards. Some of the more specifics and which years I won them on are listed inside this. But some of the ones I'm most proud of are being selected first team all-league for both football and basketball this year. I'm also proud to have been awarded the Shocker Scholar Athlete Award all 4 years throughout high school. And I take pride in all the awards I've won through sports and my academic awards, and I think they just really help kind of reaffirm my confidence and my achievements. Next up is work experience. So I've worked every summer since 6th grade on our family farm, Murison Farms JV, and I've really learned the value of hard work, and I've gained a lot of skills all around. I think I've become an important part of our farm, just the abilities that I have and the work that I can get done. And I enjoy the variety of different tasks I get to do on the farm every day. For the third section, where am I going? So I have 2 goals, personal and career. My personal goals are to complete college debt free, and also to begin investing and saving for a house in retirement. So I think those are things that take like a significant amount of discipline, but I believe I have the ability to accomplish those goals over the next 10, 15 years. And then secondly are my career goals. So my career goals are to meet people and make connections in the agriculture industry, and also to learn skills and gain knowledge related to my career. And those kind of certificates I'd be receiving would be potentially my CDL or my Certified Crop Advisor certificate. And so those will be goals that I can hopefully accomplish in college and into my career after college. Colleges considered. So I've had 3 different colleges I considered before I made my choice. The first college I considered was Walla Walla Community College. The second was University of Idaho, and the third was Washington State University. And so, since one of my goals was to complete college debt free, costs will obviously play a big part into that. And so, here's kind of a breakdown on the costs. Walla Walla Community College was by far the cheapest of the three, and the price per credit is $144, which makes the yearly, just the tuition, $5,184. And then that totals out for the yearly cost to attend, including living expenses and all that, $21,000 at Walla Walla Community College. And University of Idaho, significantly more expensive per credit, $454. That makes the yearly tuition $10,896, and yearly cost to attend $30,000. And then finally, Washington State University, price per credit even more expensive, $583 per credit, yearly tuition $13,000, and total yearly cost to attend $35,352 estimated. And so, besides the cost breakdown, some of the factors that caused me to choose the university or the college that I did are the programs of interest. And so, one of the first programs I was interested in was crop science and management. So this covers soil pest management, GPS technology, and biotechnology. That's offered. There's degrees offered for that at both University of Idaho and Walla Walla Community College. And then the other program I was interested in was ag business. This covers, as the name implies, commodities trading, marketing and sales, production management, and a little bit of business and finance. And that's also offered at all three colleges, Walla Walla, UI, and WSU. And then the third program I was interested in was agronomy. Agronomy covers pesticides, herbicides, biology, chemistry, genetic engineering, and that was offered at both Washington State University and the University of Idaho. So my college choice was Walla Walla Community College. I applied and was accepted into Walla Walla Community College, and I will be attending for the associate transfer degree in plant and soil science. So 3 reasons I chose Walla Walla are: number 1, it's very cost effective versus the universities. Number 2, they have a good agricultural department and ag program. And number 3, the degree I'm choosing is geared towards the University of Idaho. So my college choice is kind of a 2-part thing. I will be attending Walla Walla Community College next fall for 2 years, and where I will gain my associate transfer degree, and then upon getting that degree, I will transfer to the University of Idaho to complete my degree in field crop management. And then the final section are job shadows. So the first job shadow I did was as a soil scientist, and I met with Kyle Bear. Megan and I went down in January, and we met with Kyle Bear, who's the manager there at Soil Test Farm Consultants in Moses Lake. And I really learned a lot there, and I got the opportunity to process multiple soil samples, and I used their equipment. I got to participate in some animal feeds testing. I had a lot of fun learning about what they do there, learning what it's like to be a soil scientist, and I think Kyle was a really good mentor. Do I see myself working here? It's a little bit kind of like different than what my degree would be geared towards, but I could see myself involved in using soil testing and feed testing. I believe that having these tests available to farmers is just a great asset, and having it pretty locally in Moses Lake is kind of a benefit to us. And then job shadow number 2, I job shadowed a fish hatchery technician by the name of Craig Chisholm. He's the manager at the Eniat National Fish Hatchery. So I went down for a day to Eniat. It was actually their spring release day, so all the fish that they were raising in these runways, we were releasing out into the Eniat River. So that was pretty cool. I got to actually play a role crowding the fish into an area before they could be pumped into a tube and then dumped in the river. And so that was kind of fun to be able to learn about and participate in aquaculture, which is obviously not really, it's kind of foreign to us around here. And I learned that aquaculture and agriculture are more similar than you'd think. Just swap the fish for cattle and it's pretty similar. And so I think the fish hatcheries are a huge component to our fishing industry. And so it was cool to play a part in that important industry. And thank you guys for listening. Do you have any questions?
Questions? Okay, George. What's your fondest memory of school? And looking back, would you do anything differently?
That's a good question.
I know it.
It's good enough to repeat.
Your fondest memory.
My fondest memory, I think, would be making it this. I'd say my sports in my senior year, I was pretty fond about that, just because we had some success and it was just playing. It's different playing with kids that are younger than you and just having to step into that leadership role. I think that was kind of important, and I kind of cherish that ability and that opportunity.
Sure.
And then anything I would do differently, I don't think I would do anything differently throughout high school. I think maybe just being confident enough to take advantage of some more opportunities given to me would be one thing that I could do differently. But really, I don't regret anything throughout high school.
Good.
Any other questions?
Who's someone who shaped you?
There's a lot of people that shaped me throughout high school. Primarily my parents, I would say, have had a big impact on just instilling the values and the work ethic I have. But also some of the people that were mentors at school here were Miss Steele and Mr. Bayless. And Mr. Hall was our class advisor from 7th grade up until last year. And so he definitely had a big impact on me as well. Any other questions?
None of you guys said your fondest memory was the 66 American flags I made you build?
No.
Golly. Well, you should have done 67. Maybe. All right, any other questions for George? Okay, so I think
Thank
we
you guys.
owe
Great job, George.
everybody a big round of applause.